So I've been thinking about the midi scale Falcon lately, and I think using this set, we could make a really cool Star Wars diorama. Now, the inspiration for what we're gonna build comes from a guy named Jason V. Joyner, where he used the UCS Millennium Falcon and built it at a 45-degree angle as if it was blasting out of Mos Eisley. I think we can take that principle and apply it to the midi scale Falcon using a bunch of Lego pieces, some Light My Bricks components, and a bunch of creative thinking. What we're gonna have to do is get onto Bricklink, order some parts, and they're actually here now, so let's go get them. Well, these are the parts that we're gonna need. Now we can actually get building. Before we get into the main build, I wanna show you guys just how easy it is to install one of our Light My Bricks light kits. All you need is a device to look at the instructions on, the actual set you wanna light up, and the light kit. So let's get lighting. Now that we've installed the light kit into the set, you can see that it looks absolutely awesome, and we're gonna be keeping the front half of the light kit exactly how it is, but for the MOC, we're gonna be completely changing this rear section. So let's get building. What we have to do now is build a base to actually support it, because there's a lot of force trying to push this Falcon down, and we pretty much just need something to lock it in. The build is really getting there. I'm happy with how this base is looking. What we need to do now is go down to the wall and grab some more parts, because this is just taking a lot more parts than I first expected. Now, we're gonna grab some extra parts from our parts wall here, so we can make this build a little bit more detailed. The moon base is all finished, and I'm really happy with how this texture and stuff has come out. At the end of the day, this is just a base plate for the actual Falcon to attach. So we've got to get this attached in here and start putting in some of the hyperdrive sections before we figure out the lighting. It's working! It's working! We've managed to get the Falcon here up on the angle that we were looking for, and it's really strong, and I'm really happy with how this has turned out so far. The moon base is more than enough Lego to support the weight of this build, which was one of the main things I was worried about during the construction process. But now that it's up there, it can jiggle, it can move about as much as we need, and it's actually sitting there pretty strong. This is where the fun part comes in. To really make it feel like the Falcon is blasting off of this moon/crater surface, we're gonna be using these window pieces attached at the back of the Falcon so that it is actually blasting off. But that's not enough. We're gonna take it to that next level with Light My Bricks DIY range and pack in a bunch of light so it feels like it's really moving and part of the Star Wars universe. So without further ado, let's get on with the build. Now I'm down at our DIY components section where we actually get all of our DIY components and send them out to you guys. What I'm gonna be using for the build is a bunch of cool white bit lights, some expansion boards, a USB power cable, and a lot of connecting cables. We've got what we need for the build, so let's put these lights in. So we've got two finishing touches to put on the model before it's 100% complete. We'll put one little space rock at the base here, and then we've got the display plaque from the original Falcon stand, so that can just snap on at the front and the build is complete. But we have one more thing to do, hit the lights. And there we have it. This thing is looking absolutely awesome, exactly how we wanted it to look, with the hyperdrive all illuminated. All of the details of the rocks floating is just how I wanted to add a little bit more motion to the build. And overall, the stand is very strong with a fair bit of movement in the actual build itself. My opinion doesn't matter. We want to hear from you guys. Let us know in the comments down below what you think of the build. Until next time, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Ciao.